What's up everybody, my name is Dazz. Welcome back to Motor Tic Mastery. In this video we're going to answer the question, how to repress tics. It's the title of this video, and if you are searching the web for an answer to this question, I am speaking directly for you, to you, with you right now. How to repress tics. And I say specifically for you because if you have searched with the word repress, then we've got to explore this concept a little bit. Repressing is pushing back, holding down, forcing against. You know, repress, it's like got to stop, but there's like pressure in it. Repress is like it's already describing the mindset which you might be in when it comes to the tics. The body's doing something, I've got to do something to fight against it, to stop it. That is repressing the tics. The tics happens, I need to repress. The tic happens, and thus I need to control and stop. And this is like literally the worst way of dealing with motor tics. So in order to heal motor tics, we don't repress the tics. We learn to create awareness and presence and space and embodiment, a deeper connection with your own self, so that there isn't a need for your body anymore to move by itself. The body is moving by itself because you've created these patterns of uncomfortableness inside the body. There's something that doesn't want to be felt, or there's an addiction then to create another feeling. We create this tic and we play it again and again and again and again in our life to the triggers of the world, but instead of reacting and feeling the emotions, we do things in our body to get this kind of like superficial sort of experience. Now, all of what I'm sharing with you is happening unconsciously. You don't know this is going on, right? This is all unconscious. And having lived with this for 20 years and then got rid of it, like I've seen layers of what's going on behind these tics. So repressing just creates more suffering for you. If you are ticking and your body's moving, your arm, maybe your wrists going, or eyes going, or nose going, trying to like hold the tic, trying to repress it and create another movement of ego to stop the movement that's naturally happening, is creating extra levels of pain. And in you, you're battling yourself. You're creating a battle between the natural movements of the tics and I gotta stop the tics. And I did this for 20 years. I did this for a long time. Okay? Like I suppressed, I held back, I pushed down, I ignored, I stopped, I held, I repressed, I did everything I could to stop myself from being seen with this condition. In fact, I spent much of my day just monitoring the world around me to make sure nobody was looking at me, so then I could like allow myself to tic. It's insane that I spent so many years doing that, so much energy and effort doing that. Yet I know many of you who still have this condition and are shameful or embarrassed by it, which is very natural, right? You are still doing this. You are likely still doing this, trying to hide it. Ironically, actually becoming in alignment with or accepting the part of us that tics and being with the connection of the part of you that's starting the movement through you, and reconnecting with this part of you is the process of then letting go of the shame and the embarrassment of it. Nevertheless, repressing, we don't repress. Repressing makes it worse. So we don't want to be creating an egoic movement of holding the tic. If the tic is happening, the tic is happening. Give it the freedom to move. Allow it, without the shame, without the guilt, without the blame, without the anger, without the frustrations. Allow it to happen. Right? Well, nobody wants to hear that. Allow it to happen. When we realize that we can just allow and relax into the movement and let go, relax more and more, we learn that behind the tic, behind it, it might take a while to find this, but behind it, there isn't any need for your body to move. The body is only moving because at some level of your conscious or unconscious, your egoic identity, your trauma, your personality makeup, whatever it is, there is some level of holding or reaction going on. And so the way I've healed this is by becoming present, and many others that have followed my guidance, like becoming present, learning to cultivate presence, learning to cultivate awareness, learning to be here now, learning to tune in with my body, learning to create space and room, learning to be intimate with the self, learning to embody through breath work, learning to connect with me, to live life in a gentleness versus a erratic state of constant thoughts. And so I'm giving you like a high level idea of a different way of dealing with and treating this. It's not about anymore. You can take pharmaceutical medicine to numb you to life, and that'll probably relax many parts of you, including your body, your mind, your emotions, your experience of life. Right? Those options exist, and if things are really intense and really bad, to the point where there's physical violence and hurt, then like the doctors will prescribe those things. But for me, I'm a huge advocate for dealing with, healing, allowing the process of letting go of this tic in a natural way. That's what I teach and how I did it. I never wanted to take that medicine. So repressing. Don't repress. Repressing means that there's like some sort of battle going on. Like we got to hold back. And we're not holding back because the tic is that part of you too. Right? We're not repressing it because the tic is us. The tic is coming from you. So if we're trying to repress it, we're battling. We're creating a battleground inside of ourselves. Something's doing something, and then we have to repress the thing that our body's doing, and then we're creating more tightness and trauma and pain. It's subtle explanations I'm trying to share here. Like metaphysical, you could describe, how mind connects with emotions and connects with body. I'm playing in this area. And trying to with very normal language so people can so you can feel me, hear me, like how I went through my process. So it's not about repressing, it's about cultivating awareness around the tic, cultivating presence, learning to quiet the mind more and more through practice, through doing yoga, through doing embodiment, breath work. This is the approach to healing tics that I teach, and there's so much science being... there's so much science on the benefits and the power of things like breathwork these days for our nervous system and for relaxation, and for stress and anxiety, for bringing our being into balance. And that would be, if you're looking for an answer to how to repress your tics, that would be my answer to you. Remember this. We're not creating a battleground. We don't want to create a battleground inside of us. That's not what we want to do. So I think I'll leave it there for today. Drop me a comment, hit subscribe. And check out the links below, which go to my website and free ebook and trainings that I have available to go a little bit deeper into, okay, the how. I've talked about like the what, the high level what, but to go deeper into that how, then check out some of my offerings. Okay, sending my love wherever you are in the world, and until next time, ciao ciao.